All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know what set me if it could flee. Me have to take away me say. Me have to take away me say. Me have to hide like a thief in the night. Me have to get out of sight. Me have to take away me say. Take away myself. I have to utilize I wings. Surely I cleave your eyes. I said, yeah.
Greetings, kings and queens. Welcome to another Real Stuff podcast. This is Franco. And welcome. Hope you're having a pleasant morning wherever you are this morning. Today is Monday. And each and every Monday we have Teddy Laidley who comes in and give us really current news happening in the Caribbean, Jamaica, and around the world. So in the meantime, I'm going to be taking it smooth and easy this morning because it's Monday blues as they call it. But I'm going to lively up your day. Lively it up real good. I'm going to link up with Flavius in a few minutes. So if you have to get your tea, your coffee, whatever drink you have this time of the morning, run go get it. We'll be right back.
Through the door, take away ourselves.
Hi, this is Pam Hall, and I'm inviting you to hang out with Flavius and Franco on the Real Stuff podcast. They're such great company.
Please run it off. Run it off. Jawara. Oko Nura. Could be. Blaze it up, Jawawa.
Yes, indeed. That's the man, Jawawa and Oku Onora. With dub stretches, reload. We have Flavius with us now. Morning, Flavius, how you doing? Flavius, are you there with me? There is no Flavius. Right about now, let me tell you about our lineup for this week. Because tomorrow we have Ivy Flores. She will be joining us. And on Wednesday, and you heard with Oku Jawawa, he will be our guest on Wednesday, and he's going to be talking about his music, his poetry, and upcoming events. And on Thursday, the famous Chef Sinclair, returns. And on Friday, we have one and only Wise Words. So make sure you join us for the rest of the week. So you'll be in for a good treat. Gonna bring in a young lady that we've been, talking to, and we're gonna get her back on the program. Cherry Natural this morning. We're giving you some poetry, and some music to open up your eyes. If you listen to the lyrics, understand me? And we're gonna touch on Brethren in Portland. Bang this morning as well. People been talking about his song, love them. So Cherry Natural.
Anger and nervous finger is a recipe for total disaster. If you have a dispute with a friend or a family member, stay far from social media. When the adrenaline rush to your brain, just keep calm and remain sane. Don't react too quick, you will get caught with the insecure matrix. When head chip, vengeance casts loose tongue to slip. So before you spit, edit the script. Gossip is toxic. Gossip is toxic. The only thing it creates is shame and regrets. Life is like a boomerang. The cause return with the effects. So think before you post. One click, like magic, the whole of your business exposed. No one cares about the source or who you be. Public opinions will tie you up into a verbal knot and bore holes into your stories. Excavate your past mistakes and bring your darkest secrets to the surface. Life comes with conditions and conflicts. Closets are filled to the brim with dirty linens. Wash them at home, not in the public. Taking down someone with a post on Instagram to stroke your ego might go viral, but it won't make you into a hero. You become a rival, putting unnecessary pressure on your survival. When finger press sent, prepare for the consequence. You are going to need a parachute. Cause when the feces hits the fan, you're going down too. You're going down too. Even if you know it's the truth, mum is the word. Sometimes it's best to stay mute. So think before you post. One click like magic, the whole of your business exposed. No one cares about the source or who you be. Public opinions will tie you up into a verbal knot and bore holes into your stories. Excavate your past mistakes and bring your darkest secrets to the surface. Bring your darkest secrets to the surface. Using words as weapon to win your wars will only leave victims with internal scars. Nobody wins. Words are not just wind. Words are swords with sharp blades, ready to cut your character into thousands of little pieces as it pleases. When the damage is done, it's going to take amnesia to forget and courage to forgive. Loyalty, don't betray even if you disagree. Trust don't need an audience. It's a pact you make with self. The tongue don't have a mind of its own. It loses control when there is no consciousness. Love is unconditional. Love is unconditional. It comes with no pretense. Success is the only revenge that makes sense. Success.
Cherry natural. Think before you post. Beautiful one, beautiful one. We have Flavius with us this morning. Flavius, what happening, sir?
Good morning, Franco. Good morning, listeners. Back again, another week starts today on this Monday morning where we're having some sunshine out. But I must tell you, normally you say you have sunshine and you have to be under the shade. But the sunshine, you have to search for it. The time is really cool now. Even in the day when the sunshine is out, the temperature is way down. And of course, the nights are chilly, for want of a better word. I don't know how to say it because when I say it's cold, people in North America say, "Oh, we're talking about cold in Jamaica." But for Jamaica standards, it's cold. I can tell you, really cold. I have to dig out a tracksuit bottom this morning to keep my legs warm.
That's how cold it is?
Yes.
Wow.
Normally I'm in shorts, or short pants or something,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it's cold. It's cold. Jamaica standards. I mean, it's not minus 42, but if it goes down to 60, we feel it. And if it goes below that, I mean, we are chilled to the bone. So what's on your side of the...
My side...
What's on your side of the island?
My side is a bit bleaky right now. Because we had sun earlier this morning, so we're having the bleakiness.
So quickly? That's a quick change.
I mean, well, you must know up north it's very snowy and cold. So the chill effect is coming down up over Florida, and that's how you guys getting the spin off. So
when you get it, well, we get even a little bit of it.
So only getting the spin off.
I can tell you.
So that's how it is. But so far, it's a good day.
No,
it's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
So what you have and did this morning?
That's good. That is very good.
What you have and did this morning?
Okay. This morning we continue with our slave revolts in the Caribbean in the 18th and 19th century. This morning we are at number 4. We have 5 that we said we will speak about, and we're at number 4. Number 4 is the Bussa Rebellion, 1816, in Barbados. The Bussa Rebellion was the largest slave revolt in the history of Barbados. The rebellion took its name from the African-born slave Bussa, who led the uprising. The Bussa Rebellion was the first of the 3 major slave uprisings that took place in the British West Indies between the U.S. abolition of the slave trade in 1807 and general emancipation by the British in 1838. The two other rebellions occurred in the Crown Colony of Demerara Essequibo, now part of Guyana, in 1823, and Jamaica in 1831. Now back to Barbados. Enslaved people began planning the revolt after the Barbados House of Assembly discussed and rejected the Imperial Registry Bill in November 1815, which called for the registration of colonial slaves. Believing this registration would make their life more difficult, enslaved people began to secretly meet in February to plan the uprising in April. The organization and leadership of the rebellion evolved on a number of sugarcane plantations, with each estate choosing its insurrectional leader. The Simmons Plantation, one of the largest on the island, had three leaders: John Craig, Nanny Craig, and an enslaved person known only as Jackie. The Bailey Plantation uprising was led by four enslaved people: Ken Wilshire, Dick Bailey, and enslaved men Johnny and Bussa. The revolt was named after Bussa. The planning and organization of the rebellion was accomplished by a propaganda campaign orchestrated by three free, literate black men: Cain Davis, Roach, and Richard Sergeant. Davis held meetings with slaves from different coastal plantations where he coordinated the rebellion plans and shared rumors. Sergeant played a similar role, mobilizing rebels in the central parishes. The final plantation, April 1816. It broke out with the cane fields being burned in St. Philip's Parish, signaling other rebels in the central and southern parishes that the rebellion has begun. It quickly spread from St. Philip's to the neighboring parishes, which also experienced cane field burning. But as yet, the local militia has not confronted the rebels. In the first day of the rebellion, over 70 estates were affected, forcing white owners and overseers to flee to Bridgetown, the colonial capital, in panic. Despite their scope, the rebellion, only 2 whites were reported killed. So that's our Did You Know for this morning. Tomorrow we'll look at the final rebellion in Jamaica, led by Sam Sharp.
And the music number one again, I ever refuse it. Pulsating, vibrating, reggae, reggae, reggae. Very sky, rock, steady, mental. A quadrillion, coming up. You can fill your belly with the coconut jelly, mango, papa, cane and guinea. There's ackee and a sawfish and a roast yam and banana. Curried goat and a managed water. The Sunday special if you like a revival. Catholic, Baptist or Pentecostal.
Did You Know is brought to you courtesy of Slowly Jamaica, uniquely Caribbean. Hearing those food mentioned in the song, oh Lord, get me mouth watery. So, in case you didn't know, now you know. Boy, Pabal, no easy, you know. When she mentioned the ackee and the saltfish with the coconut water.
Not easy,
Tell you.
not easy at all. I
Get
tell
me
you.
hungry. I mean, I have no breakfast yet either.
Yeah.
Well, before we bring
I
in...
need a, my friend.
You not have no breakfast yet either.
No.
Before we bring in Teddy, I'm gonna hit you up with some more music, and this time it's coming out of Portland from an artist they call Ja Abeng, and the man said we must love them, love our children, the little children. They are the future. So take it away, Ja Abeng.
Children, and if we love them, we will never lose them. Love them, they are just children, and it's our duty to guide and protect them. We gotta teach the children right from wrong. So let's be careful what we say in our songs. Let them know just where we're coming from and how hard we had to fight for freedom. Let them know and overstand. They are the next generation. Teach them wisdom, so they may overcome. Love them, they are our children, and if we love them, we will never lose them. Love them, they are just children, and it's our duty to guide and protect them. It's not too late for all of us to make a start, 'cause each and everyone has got to play their part. The little children live what they learn, so we should all be concerned. Teach them the right thing instead of fussing and fighting. Tell them the gun thing, it is no plaything. Love them, they are our children, and if we love them, we will never lose them. Love them, they are just children, and it's our duty to guide and protect them.
You hear the man say, love them, take care of our children, because if we love them and protect them, we should make sure that we guide them and teach them wisdom so that they can overcome. Some beautiful words, Flavia, some beautiful words, and it's music coming out of Jamaica, Portland, Jamaica, Ja Abeng, and all the crew over there this morning tuning in. Want to big up Portland this morning. What them call Portland? The Green Parish?
Yeah, man.
The Green Parish.
Yeah,
So big up to all Portlandites this morning. We're going to link up with Teddy. Going to give you another piece of this song. Love them.
Our children, and it's our duty to guide and protect them. We gotta teach the children right from wrong. So let's be careful what we say in our songs. Let them know just where we're coming from and how hard we had to fight for freedom. Let them know and overstand. They are the next generation. Teach them wisdom so they may overcome. Love them, they are our children, and if we love them, we will never lose them. Love them, they are.
Yes, the music of Jabeng. Love them. Love our children. Take care of them because they are the future. Each and every Monday at this time, we have really current coming out of Jamaica, the Caribbean, and around the world. And none other than Teddy Laidley, affectionately known as Teddy. Take it away, Teddy. Top of the morning, sir.
Top of the morning to you and your listeners. And we're just glad to be here another Monday again, another sharing of ideas and opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And just to reinforce that this month is being represented as Black History Month, and also here in Jamaica it's being celebrated as Reggae Month.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of persons might have heard about Black history and not even aware of how it started. As a matter of fact, it was started by Carter G. Woodson.
Mm-hmm.
He started a Black History Week exactly 95 years today, one full year after Garvey was sentenced in the United States.
Wow.
So a lot of people might not even aware of that. And I just want to somewhat go down and give a bit of history where our contribution as a small Caribbean nation towards Black history. A lot of people are not known. For example, we might also be surprised that Kamala Harris is not the first or original
Black Senator.
Vice President.
Vice President, okay.
No. I'm talking about Vice President.
Okay.
Because evidence suggests that George Dallas, who served with President James, like I said, Folks,
Mm-hmm.
his name is Polk, Polk. Now, he was the son of a Kingston-born Alexander James Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Dallas in Texas and Dallas in St. Andrew, Jamaica.
Wow.
Which interestingly adjoined the Constitution Hill,
Mm-hmm.
are named after the same clan. They are white, but unless you can show me the DNA test, the white-looking man is from Jamaica and is likely to be, So Dallas, Texas, and Dallas, Jamaica. When we talk about twinning cities years ago,
Mm-hmm.
we have been twinning cities for a long time.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, as I said, so he himself who have beside the president, as I said, so Kamala is not the first, but here's the good thing about it. Both are Jamaicans.
well, we have
So the first vice president have to be a Jamaican, and the second vice president in history have to be a Jamaican.
And we have them as different sexes, male and female.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there you go. Indeed, as we celebrate the history-making appointment of her connection we have to kind of, as I say, pause to look at the contribution that we have made. Now, doubtless, Marcus Garvey opened the minds of black people in America and the rest of the world. One of his songs, as a matter of fact, his speech that turned into a song, Redemption Song by Bob Marley. And, Bob Marley have done two significant songs, which was Speech, right? War by Emperor Haile Selassie 19, when he was addressing the League of Nations, and Redemption Song. As a matter of fact, it has been quoted recently that if we follow some of what Marcus Garvey philosopher was saying, that we could have tackled crime here in Jamaica, but somehow we tend not to look at his work, the work of Marcus Garvey, the philosophy of Marcus Garvey. We tend not to look at it, and a lot of people are saying that we need to dust out some of the things, because over the years in Jamaica, a lot of people make recommendations to fight the big thing called crime.
Yeah.
And we just wondering if quite a few persons have benefited from it, why they have not heed to the suggestion being made. No, we talk about Marcus Garvey and the Universal Negro Improvement Association, which was founded in 1914, and 1914, as you know, also played a significant in the world. What was that? Because if your history is good.
1914.
What happened in 1914?
I don't remember. Come, Flavius. What happened in 1914?
That is war, World War One.
Oh, World War
Thank
One.
you.
Okay. See? I know that thing.
Rumors of war. Rumors of war. So you can just imagine, right? In 1914, the Universal Negro Improvement Association, founded in 1914, and it inspired a myriad of persons, including the legendary Martin Luther King that we just celebrated his day, and again, we just want to remind person that his statue that was erected in Atlanta was then being commissioned and sculptured by a Jamaican, Barry Watson. Again, so you see the influence of Jamaica and the civil rights movement of the Black Panther and the Black Power, right? Again, influenced by Marcus Garvey and Garveyism.
One little country has so much influence on the world.
But
yeah, man. You see the thing about it. Yeah.
I read some time ago, and I looked, in the time of Marcus Garvey, when Marcus Garvey was in America, two of Africa's great Pan-African leaders, Kenyatta and Kwame Nkrumah.
And Kwame from Ghana. Kenya. But you have to make people know it. Yeah.
Yeah, they went to England to university.
Yeah, man.
To study.
A lot of the leaders.
Prospective leaders, right? But surprisingly, probably not surprisingly, during their summer holiday, where do you think they went? They found money to go to New York to sit at the feet of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. That's what they did with their summer. To learn. God was that powerful and has so much information that they thought it prudent for them to go and meet this man.
Well, you also have to, you have to understand, a small nation like Jamaica have influenced the world without a drop of blood. Unlike Franco Franco
Yeah.
home.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Yeah.
Franco home patrol the world and leave blood and unstable economy.
Oh yes. Bloodstained, unstable economy, poverty, you name it.
Yeah.
Internal war,
Mourning mothers.
disease. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I remember in 2000, I think it was 2004 or about 2004. Ari Belafonte had called Colin Powell, who have Jamaican connection in him as well.
Yeah.
He was Secretary of State at the time, and they were at a summit where the U.S. and the rest of the world was supposed to fund Africa billions of dollars to tackle poverty. And I think I don't remember which nation or which country had called Israel, make some anti-Semitic reference against Israel. And U.S. want them to apologize, and they said they wasn't going to apologize because they know it's true. And America walked out of the conference, and Ari Belafonte took it on and said, for the only country that he knows that has done so much atrocity against other country other than Germany is the United States, and most of their suffering happen in the Middle East and in Africa. Because they have trod into this country and they left a trail of blood, disease, this damaged economy, you name it.
That is something. But let us dig up the black side a bit more. We all know of Garvey exploit in bringing knowledge to black American and black people across. But who know about a Negril born J.A. Rogers, a journalist and author, Joel Augustus Rogers. That's where J.A. stands for.
Okay.
Joel Augustus Rogers. Now, he was born in 1880 and migrated to the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And 1906, he shook up the nest. Some of his works, which I am proud to say that I have a copy of, include from Spider-Man.
The Marvel comic Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, man. Spider-Man to the World, Great Men of Colors.
Okay.
I have a copy of the book, 100 Amazing Facts About the Negro. I have a copy of that with complete proof.
Mm-hmm.
And the most read 5 Negroes President published in 1965.
Well, you have to send me a copy. You have to send me that information.
No, man,
no, send me the information.
No. Virgin, you know what I mean? The Black America finally get universal adult suffrage in 1965, you know?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
You see, when we get our own from 1944.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, a lot of people didn't know. So when they went ahead and said that, Obama was the first black, there were 5 black presidents ahead of him. Yes, sir. The book, what I'm going to do, Franco.
Black roots or just
president?
Black
No. First Negroes. Can I tell you something? A lot of people didn't realize that. I think you see, what is happening is that the emphasis on Black History Month is look at inventions,
mm-hmm.
but it go beyond that,
Yeah.
You understand? Can I tell you something? A lot of people don't understand why there's always this division between black and white, and it's not the rich white. A lot being set up, because you it up now. Remember said the black were the one with the skills and the trading, and them come in to invent things to make the work easy.
And the ideas.
So that they didn't create things to impress the world, They create things to make the work easy that was a burdensome to them.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So they were skilled, right? Now, you can just check it out. These people were not given academia. They were not taught to read and write, but they had a lot of common sense, and they look at things
Oh, Teddy.
and say, how best can I make
Teddy, all
this?
of that.
Yeah.
And if they could read and write, they couldn't let the master know that they could read and write.
There you go. Their fingers would have been chopped off because they learned to read and write in the sand, in the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Right? As a matter of fact,
I just said, Teddy, these people, it reminds me of a song. These people that are darker than blue. Check it out. Mr. Curtis Mayfield. These people that are darker than blue. Yeah, man.
But Shirley Chisholm, who was the first black woman who ever run for U.S. Vice President, a lot of people don't even remember. And as a matter of fact, Kamala Harris emulated her. Yeah, Kamala Harris emulated her and said that she admired her so much. But the point why I mentioned Shirley Chisholm is that Shirley made a statement years ago to say that when we were not allowed to read and write, our illiteracy rate was higher. Now that we are allowed to read and write, our illiteracy rate, your literate rate is low. Check this out, when we weren't allowed to read and write, our illiterate rate was higher. Now we are allowed to read and write, our illiteracy rate is high. You understand? And so what you had to understand in terms of black history, when freedom take place, the Caucasian was threatening, because remember, the Caucasian were not skilled people. They were taking on the privilege, and so we were the slave. No, an idea was taught to the poorly white that we are going to take over their work by another set of white, and so that's what started the whole division. Because remember, a lot of people not aware of it. When we were slaves, there was no prejudice. Because them say we're already in a place. You were already aligned and say, them to pay you the mind. Because you were a slave. When you were free, that's when the prejudice started. Check it out. Because you see, when he was a slave and he was there, nobody never paid the mind. Nobody never see him as a threat. Do you understand? Because he in a place.
That's true. They could walk.
When he become free now, right? When he become free, there you go. And what started to happen? Certain privileged white say to the poorly white to say, look, the man come take over your thing. So you have to keep him in place. That's what started the whole militia and the police. Remember, just like Jamaica police force, that was started in 1865 after the Morat Bay Rebellion. You know, see what them do? Them are the same black people them get to say, well, protect us, the planters, from them. Do you understand? So that's how the whole police force started out as a militia.
Yeah.
Protect the minority. There you go. And so why you think the police force in the United States and Jamaica is not supposed to serve, it's supposed to serve and protect everybody, but who it serve and protect?
That's right.
Look what happened.
Right, enforce.
Yeah, look what happened. A black person in the United States carry a open carry firearm. A police jar on him. Tell him to lie up on the ground. The same white gentleman carry an open carry. He have an open carry license of a gun, and nobody draw on him.
Yeah, that's true. You have seen it on TV there recently too.
That's reality, right? So the point is, they don't want to go in depth in terms of the contribution that black persons have been made, because they were black slave who paid for their freedom. I was traveling the world and I was doing great things, but they don't want you to know that. And as a matter of fact, a lot with us having freedom first before the Americas, it was frightening to know that you were free in Jamaica, and once you go to the United States, you were a slave again.
It coming like the 12 years of slavery. The man left north and come to the south for a visit and couldn't go back.
There you go. Because they can't believe him is a free man.
Mm.
You know? So a lot have been said and been done about us, and as I said, they only place emphasis on the invention and all of that. But there's a lot more to the whole thing of black history.
That's true.
Right? Because there's certain things that they don't want person to know, like Thomas Jefferson, who had children with his slaves, Charlie Hemmings, Andrew Jackson, Abraham Lincoln, Warren Harding, Calvin Coolidge, Lincoln, who his Lincoln birthday would have been 212 this Friday. It particularly interested, but not because of his Emancipation Proclamation. Rather, his law partner, William Hendon, alleged in a book, and a book titled The Hidden Lincoln, that Lincoln was a jacket. You understand? Because Daddy Lincoln, all right, Thomas Lincoln could not have fear him because the childhood moms that was left sterilized. So the thing about it, a lot of things, them say them don't want the truth to be known.
A jacket.
Yeah.
I wonder who father is. Wonder if it's a black man.
Yeah, but so no, but even we had our fair share of it here in Jamaica. A lot of persons of prominent position in Jamaica. It is known. There's one case I know personally, a noted judge who had a relationship with his helper and produced a child.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, and he's held in high esteem. So, these things. So, Arnold Schwarzenegger was not the only one. You understand?
Yeah, I know there was somebody before him, but that's to me. Him just.
No, but there's a lot of these things that have been going on where we pray upon the persons who are lesser than us. It's happening. It's happening. It has been happening. Look at during slavery, the planter was allowed to have sex with the slaves. The wife of the planter were not allowed. No, check this out. She wanted to sleep with the slave because when she looked and see his muscles being rippled and his chisel body, she wanted that. Just like how the planter had look on the woman bottom and say yes, well protrude and all of that, and he would want it. She desire. Now, the worst thing with the black slave, if he get caught by the planter, I'm dead.
He's a dead man.
If he doesn't give in to the planter's wife, him dedead. Because you know what South Africa say he tried to rape her. Eh?
Whichever way him take it is a dead man.
Well, we have a word for that in Jamaica, in a colloquial term, that anyway it turn makajuke. So if him give in and he get caught, him dead. If he don't give in, then he can be said that he wanted to rape her. Because look at the little youth that they executed in the United States and put a Bible or something for him sit on because, and it was said that he whistled after the girl. How many men have been lynched in the United States? Say that they looked upon white woman and they whistle and all of that.
Yeah.
Right. Remember, lynching was seen as a sport in the United States. Come on, they don't want to talk about that.
Like the hunting game,
Yeah, they don't want to talk about that. What about women who have been killed and baby have been taken out of their belly and all of that? They don't want to talk about that. What about men who have been castrated? They don't want to talk about that. Right? And these are facts. These are things that is happening, and that I'll happen. Right? That people are picnic basket and go out and watch black are being hung and are being killed and being chased, just like they had the rabbit being chased by the dog and they went hunting. Right? Let us talk about the Tulsa, that they burned down an entire city because the dollars circulate around several times before it come out of the community. So when today people are talking about, the black dollars is not staying in and this, all of that was by design. That city was doing well.
It set up the economy, for the black community feel that pressure, even now too, because if you check it out for the last 20 years, most of the small, them now consider them mom and pop's business, but they used to be small business. Small business is considered like Burger King, McDonald's, those fast food places are considered small business. Small business? Yep. And you and I who might have a business, we are mom and pops. And about maybe 20 years or more, they used to have like micro loans that they would give they call it to inject small mom and pops business in the community. When you walk like through a neighborhood like Perrine, all of those stores, they used to have a little plaza with, hairdresser, what you call it, barber, maybe a few barber shops, might be around the place, but everything gone. Everything closed up.
The whole thing, I just said, the whole thing was by design, because remember, that we had a lot of schools, especially in the United States, a lot of schools that place emphasis on skill, the carpenter, the plumber, and everything. And what they do, they encourage our black people to go to academia, to go and get your degree and everything. And so therefore it lessens the pool of skilled trade persons. Now they then tell you where the job are. So remember, look at our history. We are skill-based people. You understand? And they shift that from us in order to control. To say, go and get yourself a degree. And then when they get the degree, they tell you where to work. Right? And when they get one degree, and so you end up with that degree and no skill. Look why the people are suffering right now with the closure of COVID.
But Teddy,
the man will fix your life. Your cable, your plumber, your carpenter. Them man they always survive. That's the reality.
Yeah, that's true.
Teddy, you have no skill. You have no skill, but you are a scholar. You are a scholar, and that means a lot.
No, but No, we can tell something. Both have to be exist in the same space. The farmer plus the author, because the difference is that the author have to eat. Remember, the farmer him have to read too. In a but before him reading, he was tilling the soil in terms of how nature say it's supposed to be done. And let us look at it. Years ago, the farmer know that he plant and he allow the soil to rest. And so while this era is resting, he's planting over the next era. He know the significance of the moon and the sun, and he know what time to come out to start plant, and he know what time to take a break. This is something that you just imagine. This was something I call innate behavior in us.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's just like I always say to people, you ever see an old bird? No, you never see an old bird. Because the bird know what to eat. Right? Look what is happening now. You're giving me crops, seed that can replant. Anytime when people talk about when they're planting and they put in certain fertilizer and everything, what it does, it drains the soil. We used to be using natural manure, mulching and them things that to help. And we know what to prevent. Recently, there was outbreak on a plant, and they bring in all sort of pesticides and everything. And a man just come in and just tell them to use something natural, and it gone. Look at it. Things like soap. You put it and feel it deters certain animals and certain insects. Simple as it. A little thing like soap. Right? But we are taught to come up with fertilizers that damage the naturalness of the land. As I say in Jamaica here, we don't need to burn up the land with certain chemical.
That's true.
We have to go back to
I used to say, since as I mentioned, chemical and plant and the soil. I remember growing up, I don't know, why, but I always ask the question. I used to see they use, the ashes from the wood fire, and if they plant doing pepper seed, they would sprinkle it, over after they plant the seed, sprinkle the ashes over it.
All right. All right.
And even when you clean out all the foul comb, was another thing, they take all of that.
That's so much I will show you. That's the point I'm saying. These were natural things that help the soil. No, there are even some worms and so is in the soil, which is good for the soil because they turn in the soil.
That's true.
No, when you're planting and certain insects are not eating the plants, are not attracting the plant, something is wrong. Well, I tell you.
Yeah.
The bees, as we know, with the whole thing with the honey processing, and bees are coming out your field.
And if them to fly around, say, boy, something wrong with that. The bees, they too.
Here you go. Here you go. That's what we're talking about. So the thing about when we mention Black history, I think they only, as I said, just like how they use the Bible, and said, okay, it's only one side we're going to preach and place emphasis on. Right? We're not telling the other side. Because the truth will reveal. That's what I talk about. So the contribution that Jamaican have made on the Caribbean have made on the world is not being written and it has been pushed aside. When we talk about earlier on, when we said Dallas, Texas, and Dallas, St. Andrew was named by the same person because it's a family. A lot of people don't know that. People living in Dallas don't know the connection with the Dallas in Texas. And people in Dallas, Texas don't know about the Dallas. Yeah, that it was a Jamaican who named Dallas.
Big and large Jamaica, man.
There you go. Remember, we captured the world without bloodshed, you know.
Mm-hmm. And I know recently, in Canada, they made a presentation for Bob Marley, and the minister who was making the presentation said he's somebody who him love music, and reggae music is not one because him don't have the rhythm. People who know him don't have the rhythm, you know. And he was, giving another commemoration to Bob Marley as a peacemaker, a humanitarian, you know. And
but it should tell us, Franco. Yeah, we have seen it. The fighters in Angola said those were the music that was keeping them fighting.
Yes.
Nelson Mandela come out and talk about it when he was in prison, right? Zimbabwe, with Mugabe, despite whatever he want to do, that's another story. But the independence of it speak volume. That song that was, make a contribution to the independence. So from ever since, from the downing of the wall in Germany, the Berlin Wall, again, reggae music.
To the rescue, man.
Yeah.
So what are some of the plans there for the Reggae Month in Jamaica?
No, my thing is, and this is just personal.
Mm-hmm.
You put together a massive program for Reggae Month, right? And just to say you're keeping up place, and then you lock down the place, and so going viral. You understand? To me, it don't make sense. Yeah, you're telling me, oh, you want to keep up, keep face.
Mm-hmm.
So you do all of this viral and everything, and say, oh, we invite you to log on. You understand? But I can't go down the road to participate in anything to do with reggae. But that's just my take on the thing. You see? So all the clean events and all of that, cause everything is our the National Library mounted a viral exhibition of Dennis Brown. I see one of our giants in musical, the Sound of Music, Christopher Plummer died at 91.
Mm-hmm.
He played a part of the Baron in the movie Sound of Music, which was well loved by a lot of people across the world.
Yeah. That's how it is, because the reason why I asked you that question, because I want to know if they bring in the sound system in it. That's what they said I was going to do this year. They would incorporate.
Oh, you're going to do viral?
Well, that's what they're doing. It plans. So I wonder if the sound
no.
To participate.
My thing is instead of flood the thing, just do a few things where okay, fine, because there is certain things that cannot be done viral. Let us look at it. In terms of a sound system playoff.
Mm-hmm.
You have the place to feel the music. It's a thumping in your chest. How the hell you can feel that viral?
Well,
why you think you go? Why you think you go to one of them sound clash? Eh? And you feel the bass and you hear the tapping. They can't come through viral.
Them have it figured out.
Hmm. I see crossing the Caribbean. I see whereas a Supreme Court judge is held among 22 persons who want to overthrow the president of Haiti. It's from time immemorial. Boy, that country needs some stability, boss. Trust me. Guns and ammunition and money was found, and senior persons were part of the alleged coup.
Where was this?
So in 80.
Okay. Another attempt again.
Oh, the sad thing about it. Sometimes them just want to, like somebody that get up and ask who is in power today. Like okay, fine. Who is in power today? We take them out and them go in and then somebody take them out and it's like a revolving door.
Man, them serious over there. Then I know they're doing some awards in Florida here for Reggae Month too as well. And there's something I see them have coming up that is a reggae some reggae conference. They have a reggae conference coming up. You don't know anything about that, right?
Let me tell you something. The first reggae conference I was there that was held at UWI. And this is the key one thing that is that we spend more time chatting and less time doing. We have, and I keep on telling persons, there are a lot of what I call it, periodical manual that is gathering dust. That people did research on, and what it do, it has put down. If we only implement the research that have been done 10, 15, 20 years ago, we would have been all right. I will keep on repeating the same thing. You go to the conference, the same thing, different speaker. And at the end of the day, nothing being done. I can tell you this, Franco. I've been there. I've sit down on panel and discuss.
Okay.
When we get up, nothing done. And so all we have to do is fit into the status quo. Oh, we're doing a workshop. We're doing a seminar. Oh my God, let's get some work done.
It's called profiling, Teddy.
They have some big names here too as well, like Dr. Caroline Cooper.
Yeah,
profiling.
Look, let me tell you something, man.
And they only have one artist on it, Kabaka Pyramid. Only one artist.
No. Let me tell you something. There are some organizations that get government granted international, and them come down here, and they do something for reggae music, and they get funding. It's just like in Toronto, you get government funding to put on certain event. And what? It's only certain people know to submit their proposal before the deadline, and they get money and they put it on, and them are going like, oh, I put on this show and it costed me so much. It never costs not damn so much because you get grants.
It's so like a story I heard. We'll call the name.
No, but no. The reason why we can't call him now, it is out there. It's a fact. You're not hide nothing. The comments that I made this morning to the Black History, it's out there. It's not something that we're making up our is lie we tell. Gone are the days where you could have you could have say something and hide behind it. Nowadays, that's not the case. You know, there's so much access to information.
Okay. By the way, someone had just text me. Want to know what's the position on Jamaica receiving vaccine? Is there any word yet on their shipment arrival?
Oh, well, there is
This week.
April
This week.
it might come. Yeah.
Teddy,
I don't hear your flavor.
Was saying something when they said
No,
coming
I said
flavors.
They said it should be this week.
Okay.
They said 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago.
And you said something about April, Teddy.
Well, let us see. Let us see my version because
That was the original date. But last week or the week before, they say the first set is coming in 2 weeks' time, which should be sometime this week or next week.
well, I know one thing for sure that I ain't taking it. So you know, I mean, the word is out. Can be out from my side.
Who first them going vaccinate?
Well, naturally, the frontline people.
Okay.
No, my opinion is the first set of people is supposed to take it is the 63 member of parliament.
That's where we have a plan to ask why them don't go first. I'm sure, you know, the people them say, all right, we first taking it. And as a flavor,
yeah, that's my argument. Don't come tell me about we have to vaccinate frontline people. You know, first, and then you know the police, and then the warders, and the soldiers, and the nurses. No, the first set of people are supposed to take it is a 63 member of parliament, and it's supposed to be a public thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's my opinion, and so if anybody here pick up on this podcast, whether it's later or tomorrow or next week, I said it. I'm not hiding from it. I said the first set of persons who's supposed to take the vaccine is the Minister of Health, right? and the rest of his parliamentarians must take it, because seeing that they are there to lead the country, lead by example. That is my thing. If we elect them to govern the country and they are saying that they are the servant of the people, we'll start serving ourselves with some vaccine.
Yeah. Flavor saying, no, what you have to do, you have to go tell your member of parliament. So,
but I think,
that's me. And
the next set should be the councillors. They're also elected. Yeah?
No. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be, if you are saying that you are my elected representative and you are working on the behalf of me to make sure that this country is set on a path, so therefore we are able to achieve the 2030, a place to live, work, and I forgot what the third thing, raise family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. If you're saying that, then you set the example, because you say you're the servant of the people. So my thing is, take the vaccine.
True. I agree.
Agree with it. Take it to show me.
And since you're the one that bringing us and giving it to us, you become the teacher.
Yeah, you take it, because if you're going to say it's going to be mandatory, why is it mandatory for me and not mandatory for you? So we continue the saying, as the preacher say, do as I say, but don't do as I do.
Yeah.
So That's my thing. So they can come and challenge me because there's no challenge in it. All I'm saying, you are my elected representative, so therefore set an example. That's all.
But the problem with the vaccine, no, Franco and Teddy, with all the thousands and millions of people who have taken it so far, I have not heard anybody from the CDC, WHO, or anybody says the vaccine works. Nobody has come out and said, yes, we have proof now that it works. I am waiting for that.
No, my argument is, if you're saying that it worked, no, all I'm saying, show me before you even talk about, show me the result. Because just as I say, I don't rightly say, nobody can say it worked. Show me the persons or where you tested these things. As a result, you can say yes. We stand behind it.
Well,
you said it would have taken 3 years to develop, and then all of a sudden it's being developed.
Yeah, but look at it now. With all the millions of vaccines that have been taken already, England is still locked down. Canada is locked down until April.
Well, the question is,
show me.
My taking the vaccine.
Show me.
No, my thing is, a simple question, very simple question. If I take the vaccine, can I still be? Do I still have to be 6 feet away, wear a mask, and sanitize?
Mask.
Yeah,
right.
Man. Yeah, them say you have to continue doing it until a portion of the society is vaccinated.
No, but isn't.
You see what they are working? They are working on a thing them call.
They're saying, Franco.
No, Franco. If you're saying that you give me something to immune, that I'm immune to the virus, that means I shouldn't get it. Just like me get the injection for mumps and measles, and me can't get measles and chicken pox and all them good thing there, and me get it for lockjaw or whatever. So I mean say, if there's an outbreak again, me can't get it because I'm immune to it. That is where I am trying to understand, Franco.
Okay.
Me too.
If you say you give me this thing, and it protect my body, it protect my immune system, that I am even if I'm exposed to it, I can't get it. Well, so why do I still have to do the distance and cover my nose and all of that? Because it's in my system, it protect me.
Well, as we all know, the society at large is being used as human guinea pig, because they're basically testing it on society to see who have the reaction from who don't have the reaction. They don't have say 300 people in a lab and them separate them and say, we're not going to give you any, and we're going to give this 150 the vaccine, and then we're going to see if we can come together for another week and see if it if it work or not. That's how they should have started it, but they're using it on society.
I firmly believe that we will get these questions answered until 2022.
Yeah, 2022.
No, they're not going to answer. They're not going to answer those questions. So you want my thing, and I still stick by it. I would like both my elected representative at the council level and the member of parliament level to take the vaccine as a set of example to the nation. So the prime minister all the way down, that includes the governor general as the head of state, to come out publicly and said, we are going to take the vaccine. We as member of parliament that govern this country will take the government in the interest of the nation. Once you have done that, once you come out and say that is what you're going to do, then you can tell me, you then can mandate her to tell me, say, I have to take it by law.
Hey,
But don't go put it into law
Flavius and Ted.
to penalize me when I don't take it, when you don't take it.
Flavius,
Yeah.
send a text to your friend that tomorrow morning when he comes on the air, he make that announcement where Teddy just make. Bell.
Who's that?
Bell. Bertie, man. Bertie's.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, send it to Bertie's. Tell him to make that announcement.
No, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And this is nothing to do with politics. I don't want the listeners or people to think that this is a political agenda. This is nothing to do with politics.
No, it's safe.
If you are going to put something in law to say it is mandatory, just like how the United States government put it in law that once you are in a public space and federal building, you must wear your mask. That means to say you must wear your one. We must see you are wear your one. So therefore, if you are in cabinet, if you are in a cabinet meeting, all members of the cabinet should have on their mask in the meeting.
Mm-hmm. You know
Right?
what you're saying, Teddy. Tyler Perry did a video based on what you are saying because the black people are saying that they're not going. Most of them saying they're not going to take it because since so many of them died, in the COVID, and now this thing it look like is a test on people. They call up on Tyler Perry, and Tyler Perry said, "Before I do it, I need to ask some questions and I need some answers." So
Yeah.
he put out a video. I received the video yesterday. I haven't watched all of it in its totality. And he was asking the doctors and those who involved with it, what are some of the things that should happen to him, etc., etc. Because him say him don't want just go take it as a fate of action, so that black people go take it, and then when you look, them start die too as well. It go ahead look like a setup.
No. But let us not forget. Between 1947 and 1972. When we were given the vaccine,
Yeah.
I was not told what it does, but we were injected. When I say we, because somebody might say, well, you're talking we as in we Jamaica. No. We're talking about black people were injected with a syphilis injection. And in 1996, I think in 96, 97, President Clinton apologized.
Yeah. The Tuskegee.
Come on.
Yeah, Tuskegee man, them. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Well, I don't want to apologize on me at all. I can tell you that.
Yeah, we're not dead. And I mean nothing.
Yeah. Right, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
No, because now here in Jamaica, along with the United States, there's a spike that have happening. I think last week or something like that, the numbers increase. Right, so whatever they plan to do, they can go ahead and do it.
Right now, Teddy, I am comfortable wearing my mask. Of course.
No. Let me tell you the basic thing that I do. It's simple. When I'm in my vehicle, I don't wear it. When I'm walking the road, I don't wear it because I have it in my hand. Now you're saying that if I am to conduct business with you, I need to wear it. I have no problem. So I put it on, enter your business space, conduct my business, and when I come out to the door, I take it off. Now, if I'm walking on the street, I am not engaging anybody. I'm walking, so I'm moving. Right?
Yeah.
I am more than 6 feet away. I carry my own sanitizer. So I don't see why when I am walking on the street, I need to wear my mask. If you're saying that it's persons who have it, because persons are carrier, and so the person might pass it on to me when we are having a dialogue. That's fine. Now, If you're saying it is airborne, it's up in the air and it's traveling, then why are we not dropping like flies?
Exactly.
That's it. That's all I'm saying. And people might say, "Oh, is relevant or is you're not making sense." That's my bone of contention. You're saying that once I enter your business place, I must wear it, so therefore business cannot be conducted. I have no problem with that. Whether it's going to be a few minutes, it's going to be an hour, I will endure that. But the minute I leave your store, you can't tell me say I must wear it. That's all I'm saying. You can't tell me. I have a choice there. I must be given a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the vaccine, I must give a choice whether I want to take it, yes or no. If I don't take it, can I live with the consequences? Yes or no. If I take it, can I live with the consequences? So it's a double-edged sword. If I take it, I have to live with the consequences. If I don't take it, I have to live with the consequences. So leave me and make me make that choice. Morning.
Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. We got a mind of our own.
Yeah.
So go to hell.
All right. So tell you what, gentlemen, I have to run. We just want to say thanks again to being on the program, and let's have a productive week ahead, and let us continue to carry the flag of Black history and our history as a people.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Teddy. Thank you very much for your time.
All right.
And for sharing what you're having. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All
right. Good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, Flavius.
Yeah, man.
Walking on sand and holding your hand. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. In my own homeland. Enjoying the bright, the warm sunlight. Oh my God, what a beautiful sight. In my own homeland. This place is so nice, wanna do everything twice. Yes, I feel as if I'm in a paradise. This is Pam Hall, and I'm inviting you to hang out with Flavius and Franco on the Real Stuff Podcast. They're such great company. East or west, I couldn't care less. Ooh, this place, it is definitely blessed. My own homeland.
Yes, homeland, Miss Pamela. So, want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule this morning and for being here with us, spending some time with us. We ask you to join us tomorrow when we do it all over again. Our guest tomorrow will be Miss Ivy Flores from Belize. She'll be coming here and she's going to tell us her story too. Right, Flavius?
Herbs. She's going to speak about herbs. She have an herb garden. Herbs for medicine. Herbs for food.
And at this time, we would need herbs for a body. You understand?
Oh, yes.
To build our immune system. So, join us tomorrow. Give me your 1 cent before we go, Flavius. Give me your 1 cent in 30 seconds.
Well, I think Teddy said it all. I think we need to be very deliberate in how we deal with the vaccine situation. Because up to now, nobody says it works. And nobody says it works correctly. And there are too many ifs and too many things that we don't know. But many people are taking it, so we would like to hear about the results of these people who have taken it, and all what happened. And what happened, my biggest problem is what happened between the first shot and the second shot? How vulnerable are you during that time? What do you need to do within that 21 days? And then after you get a second shot, are you okay? Are you fine? Can you forget the mask and, you can hug up everybody again and all these things? We need to know. Somebody to come out and tell us exactly what is what. Somebody who understands the mechanics of this whole thing. So until tomorrow.
Take care of yourself, your loved ones. Remember, prayer changes things regardless of what religion you belong to. Keep on praying, continue to pray. So I'm going to close out with words from Queen Lubafu, and also Tafina is going to take us out. So until tomorrow, be good. One love.
You lead us so full of. You belong far away away. Ajuguala lebo buseru. Lida mua, lida sungfula. Lida mua, lida sungfula.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer sorry. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me do what set me if it could flee. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi hide like a thief in the night. Me I fi get out of sight. Me I fi take away me say. I fi take away me say. I fi utilize thy wings. Shorty I cleave her eyes. I said, yeah, I find you very hard to resist. But this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me, I play you, but soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself. May I feel hide like a thief in the night. May I forget out of sight. May I feel take away myself. Take away myself. May I feel utilize I will. Shorty, I am clean berries. I said, been there, done that, don't need it again, yeah. I'm not a master, guess who won't play your game, yeah. To all you move, you off me way to the core. Sayonara, and you're gone through the door. Take away ourselves.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.